Hi, this is Saida Zainab. Let's start with assignment 5. The question is implement inheritance in a Java program. Use the super keyword to show the use of it. So as you can see, I created 3 classes in package inheritance. This is my parent folder, the parent class, I should say. So in parent class, I created 3 variables with their type. 2 of them are string, one is int, and then you can also see over here I have a constructor function of parent class, and I used this keyword um, to have that so this will actually invoke the current object. So it will call the current object this, which I'll talk about later. Now let's just go back to my subclass, which is shirt. So you can see over here my shirt extends the dress, which dress is my parent class and shirt is my child class. Here I also created another variable which is pick size, and you can see my constructor function. I have ID, I have type, I have color, and then these 3 I am inheriting from my parent class, and I put them in these parameters into my child class constructor function, and this one belongs to the child class, which is this super um, super keyword is calling the parent class parameters here. So that's what it is doing. You see, I did not write any other code from my parent class. All of them belong here. So I just went here and I call those parameters by using super keyword. Super keyword must be on the first line, just like this. So this keyword in Java, so here this is a reference variable that reference to the current object. So let's just talk about that before moving forward. So what this is supposed to do is, you can, if I go back here, you can see I created 2 objects, S1 and S2. So both of them, this is my reference class, which is a subclass, and that's my um, instance of the constructor function. So this is going to be invoking my constructor function here. This is the one. So this is what will be invoked, and then my dress constructor function will be invoked. So I have these 2 um, objects which I'm calling. So each time when I call this, which means I'm calling this one. So this means shirt object S1. So each time this will revert to S1 or S2. So I don't have to actually write here S1 dot pick size equal size and S2 dot pick size equal size. So this is a very good use of it over here. Now let's just go and see my method. I created a method and I put in uh, over here pick ID is from, you can see pick id is from my parent class, pick type is from my parent class, and then color is from my parent class. So this is what I'm trying to print, and I put that in my object. Let's go to the main function, main method. So main method I already showed you. As you can see here, if we talk about the parent class, I just created the variables, and you can see I did not hard coded any value here. Mean my value will be changing each time. So the value I put it over here. This is my argument. So that's where I put all the value. So each time my size is 15, the next time my size is 20. You can see the color also changes. You can see my dress is also changing and the ID number is changing. So let's go ahead and run this. Don't worry about that. I will explain this later, later videos. So, okay, so you can see I created two objects, 1 2 3 4 ID and then 1 2 3 5. So these are my two objects and they are displaying here properly. So that's what I wanted. I also added to make another new line by just putting \n. So that's why you can see everything is in a new line. And so the second question, implement override to show the use of it. So when a child class overrides overrides a method of parent class, then the class to the method from child class object always call the child class version of method. So let me tell you what that means. First of all, we want to make sure that our parent class and the child class, both of them have same name method and must have same parameters to use override formula or override rule. You can see in my parent class I have different output, and in my child class, even though I have same name with the same parameter, I have a different output here. So main reason to use override is when you want to convey a different message than your parent class. That's it. It does not mean it's going to change the parent class message or it's going to erase it or delete it. No, it's only means that when and if you want to come up with a different message, you can easily convey it, but it can always go back to the original one if needed. So let's just go ahead and let me show you. So you can see I have here this time what I did is I am referencing to my parent class and I created an object of a child class. I have three parameters, like three argument over here, as I have three argument in my constructor function of the child class. But if you go back and see on the parent class, I have only two parameters. So let's go ahead and test that. So you can see I have ID here, type here, and size. So it will be changing each time. Let me show you that parent class method output is still there. So what I'm gonna do is I'll just have, let's say, SS, and I'm going to actually call this time I'm going to invoke the parent class, and it has only two parameters as you remember, and I am also going to call, so I don't want to forget that. So let's say SS dot color of the dress, so it's just telling me. And so this time it should give me both of them. Even right now it's defeating the purpose what I really want to show you, but you can see the parent class is the message is still there. It's not gone, but in order for us to override it or only show the child class message, we don't need this one, and This way it'll just always call the child class object whenever you are using override rule. So it's back here, you can see that. Implement overload methods to show the use of it. So what overload is actually, so I'll just read the definition first. So method overloading is a feature that allows a class to have more than one method with same name, and parameter list must be different. What that mean is, so I'll just go ahead. This is my class, and that's the method. Sorry, this is my constructor function, which is empty right now. I'm not using it, but this is the class, parent class, and that these are two methods. You can see I have C name. Method return type does not matter in case of overloading, so we don't even care about the return type at this point. We only care about the parameter here. For example, if I have int, only two of them, it would not work. So my second one has 3 ints, which is good. I mean, I have extra one data type, so that's the different. And then my parameter name is also different. So here I have num1, num2, here I have ABC. So this is a valid information of overloading. So I'm returning mean I want these two numbers to be added up. Here I want two numbers to be added up and then minus out. So let's just go to my main method here. I created two objects. This time I am referencing to my parent class, and I created two objects, and these are the instance of it of my parent class. Mean it is going to be invoking the constructor function and the method as well. So let's just see how it works. Just gonna make it a little bit bigger here. Okay, so that's what it is, 12 and 7, and it's giving me the correct answer.